Today we're going to be pairing up Radeon RX 6600 with Ryzen 5 3600 6-core processor and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, and everything is on stock clocks, and we're going to make it go against this new game Gollum, the Lord of the Rings Gollum, and let's see how it performs, shall we? I started out with the epic settings, everything maxed out except for ray tracing, and FSR was disabled. I just wanted to see what it was like without the ray tracing and FSR, how it performed. And afterwards I realized that the game was hitching without anything too. There were a lot of hitches in the game, and there were like 1 or 2 second hitches in the game, and that was pretty distracting, and they may be due to some shader loading bug, and the game doesn't compile any shaders at the start of the game. That means that the shaders are not being compiled, and that is why we are not able to experience the game in the best way possible. If they had some method of shader compilation in the game, then maybe we would not be seeing these kind of stutters, but there are a lot of stutters whenever a new area is loaded, or whenever new enemies, or you're just turning the camera around, the game just starts to hitch a lot. The game looks good, it's not that bad looking, but for the performance, the game is not that good for the performance. After playing the game and dying for 100 times, I soon realized, so they need to fix the game, they need to patch it a lot. The game is not in a state where it should be launched. I think they need to patch the game it needs a lot of patches basically to be able to perform good and satisfactory performance. So afterwards I thought, maybe let's just try some other settings. Let's just try enabling ray tracing and see how it performs. And right after I turned on ray tracing, the game's FPS just dropped to half, like more than half. And afterwards I died a lot. Again, I started dying, and after dying and coming back to the game was performing close to 19, 20, 23 FPS. That is not good. If you can see, I know that the AMD GPUs, they are not very good at ray tracing as compared to NVIDIA ones, but still the game is not that impressive in terms of visual quality. And if you could see that there are not much of ray tracing effects that I could see from my side. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not that much of an enthusiast in case of ray tracing, but I can see that it's not that much better looking as compared to the native rasterization.
Well done, precious.
So after seeing that the performance is not performing well and the game is still, there is a lot of micro stuttering and everything, I tried to move to FSR, and I enabled FSR quality. And as soon as I enabled FSR on quality, the screen kind of became blurry, and I must say that this FSR implementation is not that good. It's not sharp enough, and there are many other games that do FSR very well, FSR 2, and in this case the game was not looking that good. It is really blurry, and it's a smudgy mess. If even on quality settings, it is really bad. I think they should improve the FSR also in this game, and afterwards the game might start looking better and performing better too. As for the FPS started to become better. They were more in like 40s and 50s rather than being in the 20s and 30s. So the game started to perform a little better, but it's still not up to the par. So I would recommend everybody to disable ray tracing in this game and try to lower down the settings, like in the high settings. It was not a VRAM bottleneck or anything, because I could see that the game was using, with ray tracing enabled, close to 7 gigabytes or something in the VRAM side of things. So it mainly doesn't seem like a VRAM limitation in case of ray tracing or in case of gameplay. Sometimes I could see the game using more than like 7.5 gigabytes, but not more than that. But it still was a lot of there was a lot of lag while playing the game, and there was a lot of hitches and stutters. So I think they need to patch this game, just like other 2023 games. This game is also a mess. in case of stuttering and shader compilation things. Okay,
I'll see where it
so I hope you
goes.
enjoyed this today's video, and I wouldn't recommend anyone to buy this game in the state it is right now, because RX 6600 is not a very bad GPU. It's a good mid-range graphics card. It is very good for 1080p gaming and also for some 1440p gaming. So I don't think that it should be, the game should be lagging, and especially this kind of a game with this kind of graphics. I don't think this should be lagging on this GPU. So I hope you enjoyed this game. Leave a like if you like it, and subscribe to my channel. There is a lot of content coming for the new games that are just being launched. So I hope you subscribe to the channel, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.